We're all in different places with respect to technology, so in this video, you will learn what synchronous online classes are, how to set up for them, and how to be a successful and active participant in your class. First, what is a synchronous online class? First and foremost, synchronous online classes are conducted live via video conference. They're not webinars, which is why we always have our cameras on. Let me tell you a little bit more about what I mean. In some ways, synchronous online classes are similar to in-person classes you've taken at Relay or in college. There are opportunities for discussion, collaboration, and participation in model lessons. You'll plan and practice your own instruction, as well as give and receive peer feedback, just like you would in any in-person class at Relay. But there are a couple key differences you'll notice as a student in a synchronous online class. First, we'll use a video conferencing software called Zoom and an interactive online classroom called Nearpod. You'll set up Zoom and Nearpod next to each other on your screen so you can always see both. Second, you control your own environment, and this can make a big difference to your class experience as well as the experience of your colleagues in class. So let's get into the elements of a good environment for online learning. First, make sure that you have a strong internet connection. Next, make sure you are in a space that is conducive to learning. You'll want to make sure your physical space is free of distractions. Remember, when you are in class, everyone can see and often hear what is going on in the background behind you. You also want to make sure that your digital space is free of distractions. Be particularly wary of your phone. These graphs are from a 2017 article called Brain Drain: The Mere Presence of One's Own Smartphone Reduces Available Cognitive Capacity. The researchers found just what the title suggests. Even if you're not looking at your phone, being around it can be distracting and reduce your working memory and problem-solving abilities. Next up, use headphones. Headphones will help you to hear classmates better and limit external background noise. And make sure that you log into class a few minutes prior to the official start time in order to get set up with digital materials and troubleshoot any technology issues that come up. Once you are in Zoom, the video conferencing platform we use, enable your video and audio and put yourself on mute as a default. But be prepared to unmute and mute a lot as class is collaborative and participatory. You'll log into the Nearpod virtual classroom by clicking the link your professor will put into Zoom chat. Your last step after this will be to set up your screen so you can see both the Nearpod window and the Zoom window at the same time. All of this might seem like a lot right now, but we'll have plenty of time to practice during our first class. If you're a self-described technophobe or are having trouble with any of the previous best practices, be sure to reach out to your professor for help. We think you'll be pleasantly surprised about how seamless and interactive your online class will be. Alright, so now that you're set up for class, what does participation look like? Just like they are for an in-person class, preparation, presence, and self-advocacy are essential for success in your synchronous online classes. You'll engage in lots of whole and small group discussion, so be prepared to use that mute button frequently. Here's a preview of what paired practice might look like.
Hi, Shelby.
Hey.
All right, so I'm up first. Just one thing to note as I practice, when I point to you on Zoom, it's a choral response. So it would look a little different in my classroom, but that's how I'm going to do it for the purposes of Zoom.
Sounds good.
All right. Team. The word of the day is essential. The word of the day is?
Essential.
We're going to do essential. 3, 2, 1.
Essential.
Awesome. Essential means?
Very important.
Essential means?
Very important.
Awesome. Feedback, Shelby.
I really liked the gesture. Like, you saw me continuing to do it even after we weren't practicing anymore. So that was really helpful. You used that gesture to make the word really sticky. The one thing I might add is giving students an opportunity to apply it.
Now that you've seen some practice, let's return to whole group participation. During whole group discussion and collaboration, your professor will sometimes cold call you. This is never a gotcha, meaning it's never a check to see if you're paying attention. Instead, using cold call in the online environment stimulates conversation and makes sure the class gets to benefit from a variety of perspectives. In addition to verbal discussion, you'll respond, reflect, and collaborate in writing sometimes. This might be in the chat box in Zoom, on a collaboration board in Nearpod, or in Google Sheets or Docs embedded in Nearpod. And last, just like you would for in-person classes, make sure that you complete your asynchronous online sessions on Canvas before class. Asynchronous sessions allow us to focus our synchronous time on collaboration, discussion, and practice instead of lecture. But all that collaboration, discussion, and practice depends on the prior knowledge you've developed on Canvas before class. Overall, all of the things we've presented today are designed to support our virtual classroom community, your learning, and of course the learning of the students that you teach. If you're a little nervous, that's okay. While owning your own learning is important, we're here to help. You might feel like you're bothering your professor or that you shouldn't have questions, but online learning is new to most of us. Know that we always welcome your questions and your feedback, and all you need to do is reach out. We can't wait to see you in class.